Well, hello. I hope you're not hungry. If you are hungry, go eat some food and then come back to this video. Or eat while you watch this video with me. Today, because the presidential candidate or president at this point is pretty trending right now. I tried president's favorite foods and I'm insulted. Let's begin.
Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you my favorite ones. And to start this off, I had to have a serious conversation with someone that actually cooked for presidents.
Thanks for being here, Chef Rush.
Oh, no way. This video is gonna be crazy.
Have you ever wondered what the most powerful man in the planet eats? I'll be honest with you, after my research, I came to find out that some presidents are weird, everybody. They eat some crazy things. But other presidents
What the
are
fuck
just
is
like
that?
you and
Is it
me.
pork?
They love
No.
wonderful things. Things that taste good. And on today's video, I'm gonna share with you my favorite ones. And to start this off, I had to have a serious conversation with someone that actually cooked for presidents.
Thanks for being here, Chef Rush. How many presidents have you cooked for?
4 different presidents, 4 administrations, but I also served in the military. Also went to Iraq, Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
So I did a lot
I know who this guy is, but I didn't know that like he's been this heavily involved. That's crazy.
of things. I love being over in government, but I also love feeding other people.
I've seen this
Amazing.
guy
Thank
on
you for your
TikTok
service,
several
Chef.
times.
Thank you. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. That means a lot.
Like
Which
small
4
clips and
presidents
stuff.
did you serve?
Clinton, Bush, Obama, and Trump.
President Obama.
Wow.
What was his favorite dish?
Everybody likes a good burger.
Whoa.
Everybody likes a good burger. Everybody
Really?
likes a good pizza. Everybody likes, well, and
I'm so
President
surprised
Obama.
you said that. So,
he-
so what did
he
he
likes-
order a burger all the
Well,
time?
he like no, not all the time. No. No, I didn't say that. But you know he was famous for his chili, so he made his own chili. Plus, we had the garden, so everything was healthier.
How did he like his burger? Oh, why are you laughing? Oh, hold on. Let me stop the question. Yeah, we want to know.
Okay, medium well.
Now tell me about President
Medium
Bush.
well.
What's his favorite stuff to eat?
Back down south.
That's already like hard no from me. I'm okay with a medium. Anything above a medium is just not edible for me. In some cases, I'll do a medium well. Because there's like burgers where you have like whisked egg mixed in with the ground beef. So you have to have that well done, otherwise you're gonna get Salmonella Fitzgerald. So it's probably a good idea to fucking do those well done. But because it has the egg in it, it really doesn't lose too much moisture. Whereas like a regular well done burger, you're fucked.
I mean, it's Texas.
It's like eating a
Yeah,
brick.
It's a meat guy.
What kind?
It's barbecue, a lot of barbecue. You know,
Really?
just grill all the time.
Tell me about President Clinton.
I'm not crazy about barbecue, man. I'm just barbecue's okay. Don't get me wrong. I like it occasionally, but like not all the time.
So I'm gonna give you a secret.
Ooh, we like that.
But you know, one of the presidents is known for eating burgers. A lot.
President Trump?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Actually, President Clinton loved burgers.
Really?
Even more so.
No way.
But it wasn't socialized as it is with President Trump.
So instead of starting with President Trump, we're going all the
Fair.
way back to the beginning with George Washington, America's first
Holy.
president. And his favorite meal was whole cakes, but I like to call it hot cakes. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense.
Now, even though this looks similar to pancakes, the taste
It's all right. It's all right. I'm never been a fan really. Your boy's a French toast stan. And then like I'll go for a good waffle. I like waffles. Pancakes are probably or hot cakes in general. Um, Either one of those is probably yeah. It's got to be last on the list for me.
is quite different. But to make it, it is quite simple. Into a bowl, you want to throw in some cornmeal, followed by all-purpose flour and milk. Now mix it up until you have a pancake consistency. Heat up a flat
True.
pan and immediately start to cook it. It takes no time at all as you're cooking exactly like pancakes. In the
Yep.
end, just serve it with some melted butter. Now this is hotcakes, President Washington's absolute favorite.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
It's fair.
That is nice. There's a reason he was #1.
I've never had a savory pancake, and I think I'm in love.
This might be a better way to make pancakes. And it does kind of taste like a little bit like cornbread, but it also still tastes a lot like pancake. So when you have like that little combination, they kind of work together. I'm a fan.
I'm personally enjoying this texture a lot. Normally with a pancake, you have more fluffy, cakey.
So like, I'm already like biased against cake because I don't like cake. So like, when my birthday comes around and shit, I always tell everybody not to get me a cake. Just get me like an ice cream cake or something. Or if they're really wanting to get me something, like get an ice cream cake or a cheesecake or you can get me a pie and I'll eat that. But like I've just never been a fan of cake, like cupcakes, none of that. Just never been a fan of it.
Feel to it. This one you have more of like a crumbly cornbread feel to it. It's really nice. It's a very different texture.
Even
Breaded
the crust,
cakes.
it's a lot stronger than a pancake, so it's like you get a little bit more of a bite too.
I agree with you, Angel. So whole cakes is going in S tier. President Washington was a fine.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'd probably give it. I'll give it a C. Yeah, C.
Going in S tier. President Washington was a fine
C
man
for
and
cake.
had good taste. Next up is Thomas Jefferson. Now he loved this specific dish so much that he brought it from France and made it extremely popular here in the US.
You've probably ate and made mac and cheese several times. The
True.
biggest difference is that President Thomas Jefferson did not have Kraft mac and cheese. He had the real deal. No processed cheese or cheese powder.
You want to talk about a fall off? Kraft. Kraft fell off hard, bro. I remember like it was a year ago. No, year and a half ago that I had a couple boxes of Kraft because it was just something cheap that I could get. Thinking, this would be fun. I haven't had Kraft in a long time since I was a kid. Ass. What I don't know what they changed or if they even changed anything, and my taste buds have just changed, but the shit is ass. It's garbage.
Powder, real cheese, the way it is supposed to be. I like to call it not the lazy version, as in the end you will
Not
have
the
an
lazy
incredible
version.
meal, because mac and cheese will please everyone. And President Thomas Jefferson
True.
was definitely onto something when he said this is his favorite food. Come on now, who does not love
looks
mac and
really good.
cheese?
Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Oh, yeah.
Bro, that's really good.
So cheap.
It's literally the reason why I'm as big as I am is because of pasta. I'm a huge pasta guy. Um, Pasta is probably only second to pizza for me. I'll always take a pizza over a pasta, like if you give me the option. But yeah, definitely second option is definitely going to be pasta every time. And then after that, probably it would probably go pizza, pasta, and then like a really good burger, I think is the next one on the list for me. Um, and then probably if you got some really good fucking chicken tenders. Oh fuck. Or like a chicken sandwich or something. Fuck. Those amazing. And then after that, probably be like a steak or something like that. Because there's too many times like where I go to get a steak and it's a bad cut, so there's either some tendons in it or it's fucking like if I get it from the store, obviously I can pick and choose what I want. But if I'm like out to eat, I'm at the discretion of whatever they picked or they had shipped in. So I got no idea if it's gonna be a good cut, a bad cut. So like at home, burger and steak flies up the list because like I can pick it myself, I can make it myself. So I make it to my liking. And I actually just had fucking round steaks tonight. So yeah, I think that's how it's got to be.
You see?
The crust on the top really sets everything in motion.
My favorite thing is that it's not your regular cheddar cheese for the mac and cheese. I like the fact that it's mozzarella. It's a very mellow mac and cheese.
Some
It's not
mozzarella.
too strong.
The crust gives it that extra little bite to it. Actually, I'm gonna have one more bite.
Hey, bro, save some for the rest of us.
I need to get
Mac
some
and cheese
Ziploc
is
bags tomorrow.
always popular, but you had it. There's not much uniqueness about it. So for that reason, I'm putting it on B tier.
B tier? Mac and cheese B tier? It's easy A. Easy A. I'm not gonna put it S, right? Because I don't know what else is gonna be on the list. So well, we'll back
Mac
it up.
and cheese is always popular, but you had it. There's not much uniqueness about it. So for that reason, I'm putting it.
So if he's rating it on uniqueness, then I guess that makes sense to put it a little lower. But it's literally so fucking good. You have to give it A, in my opinion. You have to give it an A. I'm not giving it an S because I do believe there is better out there than mac and cheese, but it's an easy A for me.
It on B tier. Next up, President Abraham Lincoln. He
All
was a
right.
beast for a few
Ole.
reasons
Let's
besides
see.
politics. First, he was tall. By the way, I'm just 5'10". He was 6'4", the tallest president ever.
Taller than I am.
I've tried to grow a beard, but he was the actual first president that had a beard. And most importantly, he was a wrestler. I
Oh, now we have a fucking vice president that's got a beard. Shout out JD Vance, bro.
tried wrestling and I got my just watch.
Oh my god. These cameos are killing me.
There we go. Yep, that kind of hurt everybody. I'm not gonna lie, but let's jump into the food.
President Abraham Lincoln was a fine man because this is a real meal and it is one that is worth the recipe. Of course, you're
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That looks like shit. It looks like shit.
gonna start with dark meat, thighs and drums.
I'ma
at
let
the
'em
best.
cook.
Season it with
I'ma
salt
let
and
'em cook,
pepper, then
literally.
immediately into a cast
But-
iron skillet to get a nice crust. It takes no time
Initial
at all. Once
thoughts,
that's done,
not
you
great.
want to remove it and using the same pan, throw in some onions, followed by garlic, mushrooms, and apples. Mix that up real good because the moisture
Apples?
will deglaze the pan. Deglazing just means removing what's stuck to it. To help it even more, throw in some white wine. Shake it and stir until everything that was stuck became a part of the sauce. As now you want to add in some chicken stock, followed by some heavy cream and mix. Now add some thyme and throw in all of the chicken back. Let this cook and simmer until the chicken is fully cooked. Because to finish it up, you want to throw in some parsley, and there you have it, chicken fricassee. And I'm wondering where it's gonna rank on our tier list.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, it just does not look good.
Oh yeah, super peppery.
I've never liked chicken prepared this way. Never have. Like, I think the closest you'll ever get me to a chicken prepared this way is like grilled chicken, but like even then, I'm not even I'm not even eating grilled chicken like that by itself. The only time I would eat it is if it's like mixed in with a pasta, like a chicken Alfredo type thing.
That is not potato. It's an apple. I'm a fan.
I don't know. For me, the flavors aren't like blowing my mind or anything like that. It's an honest dish.
It's an honest dish. Honest dish.
You see, I love the old days, you know, where you eat real food. Chicken is real food, but since it was with apples, kind of weird, it's gonna go on C tier. Next, we have President Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah, it's an easy F tier for me. Does he have F tier? Hold on a minute.
Apples, kind of weird, it's gonna
Yeah, F tier. Easy F tier. I'm not eating that.
go on C tier. Next, we have President Theodore Roosevelt.
I can't anyway,
And
it's
did you
got
know that
onions.
teddy bear was invented because of him? Let me summarize the story. He was bear hunting, so they tied up the bear on a tree and told him to shoot it. He said, "No, that's not sportsmanlike. I'm a real man." And he loved fried chicken and gravy.
And we start off with chicken thighs. And that's because it's a lot better than breast.
Interesting.
Then into a bowl, I combine some buttermilk and egg. Mix that up real good, throw in the chicken, and let it marinate. This will actually make the chicken better. Believe me, I did a whole experiment on it. I also really like to season my flour well, even if it is with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Believe me, it's a lot better than just salt. Now once the chicken has been marinated, you want to go ahead and dunk it in flour and remove all of the excess. Deep fry the chicken at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You will get a nice beautiful crust and cook it all the way through. As once it's done, you want to go ahead and plate it up and make sure to add some gravy. Oh yes.
It looks
But
good.
don't forget a tiny bit of black pepper. And there you have it. Fried chicken and gravy.
Super simple, super inviting, enticing to eat.
Now that sounds delicious
This is probably gonna go in A tier for me.
to me.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
It's my favorite
I
way
can
to
get
eat
behind
chicken,
this.
fried.
Messy, but good.
The thing about chicken, bro, is that chicken is always so dry, right? And I know there's a drumstick, and usually the drumsticks have a little bit more moisture, but adding that gravy gives you that little extra flavor and extra moisture, which makes this really good.
There's no other way to put it.
Let them know.
I mean, we know what gravy tastes like. We know what chicken tastes like. But who doesn't like gravy on chicken? I think the way he
Fair.
eats chicken speaks for itself.
The one thing I do like about this chicken, it's still crispy even though it has all that gravy.
I think I need more.
Yes, we all love fried chicken. It's something special. And I'm putting it on A tier. Next up, we got President
We matched.
FDR. Now, this might be the funniest story in this entire video because his personal chef actually sucked at cooking. So he just asked to make simple dishes. And his favorite dish was a grilled cheese sandwich.
For the grilled cheese, I first started with a good quality butter. Believe it or not, since it's very few ingredients, every single one of them count. Same goes with the bread. Instead of using Wonder Bread, we're gonna use something nice. And most importantly, the cheese. Oh yes. The key of making a good
Gotta
grilled
have
cheese
a bunch
sandwich
of
is to do
cheese.
it nice and slow. We want the cheese to melt and at the same
That's the
time
correct
get a
way to do
golden
it.
brown color on that bread, getting it nice and toasty. And in the end, it should be left with something like this. Nothing is burned, golden brown, and gooey cheesy cheese. Usually served with tomato
Fuck
sauce.
yes.
But for President Roosevelt, that's not what he liked. He just had it straight up just like this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There's nothing to like about this. It's just a grilled cheese.
But it's buttery. It's got a good crust.
You like grilled cheese?
I don't like grilled cheese. I don't like cheese at all.
Oh.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, huh?
The only thing I can say that
This person's not real. Trump's getting rid of the illegal aliens. We need to get rid of the actual aliens, okay? The actual aliens. Get rid of them.
I like about this grilled cheese is the sourdough.
He's a lizard.
That's about it.
You sound like a hater.
The only thing that he likes about this is the part that's not cheese.
Look, a grilled cheese sandwich is a grilled cheese sandwich, and it deserves
Classic.
to be on D tier. Next
Wait, what? I'm fucking sorry? He said D tier?
grilled cheese sandwich is a grilled cheese sandwich, and it deserves to be on D tier.
D tier? I know it's like it's nothing groundbreaking and it doesn't have the customization that like a mac and cheese does, but like a D tier? I would have put it up in B at least. It's a classic, bro. Damn. But I guess he's going on uniqueness though, or at least like earlier that was his reason. But if he's going on uniqueness, then this should be number one because this is the most unique dish out of everything here. Everything here is basic except for this, so this should be S tier. But if we're going on like quality of dish, like a grilled cheese is almost never gonna let you down unless somehow somebody royally screws it up. So yeah, it's easy B tier for me.
Next up, we got
That's
President
crazy.
Harry Truman. Unfortunately, I cannot say me and him would be best friends because his favorite dish just makes me upset.
And we start off with a good quality meat, even though we are about to cook it the worst possible way.
Way too fatty. I don't like all the fat. Look at that. Fucking way too much. What is this? What are we doing? I like red meat.
I seasoned it with salt and pepper and immediately took it to a skillet. Now, unfortunately, because we're going to be cooking this steak well done, you don't want to put the pan too high. If
Well
not, the steak will
done?
be burned and the inside will not be fully cooked. But nevertheless, to give it some additional flavor, I threw in some butter, thyme, and garlic. It is President Truman's favorite food, and at least for a president, we gotta try to taste good. But the results are not gonna be best. As once I was done, I added some additional butter on top, but in the end, as soon as I sliced it, take a look. I understand a lot of people still like to eat steak like this, but it is a proven fact that if you give them both a medium rare and a well done steak, everyone will always choose medium rare. But at the same time, it is President Truman's favorite. Let's see how this one is gonna rank.
Bro, that's a crime.
Dude, imagine having a presidential chef and having him make you cardboard steak.
That is sad. There's no juice. There's no nothing
Bro,
to this.
that is horrible. You guys ready?
No.
No?
Well, we're gonna eat it anyways. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh,
I feel like crying. This is like a disservice to steak.
horrible.
It's very dry. There's no juice that comes out of this at all. The crust is like really pronounced, but like that's the only good thing about it.
Yeah, it's a lot of chewing going on. Cooking your steak well done does change the flavor profile of the steak compared to like a medium rare. Like the flavor is a little bit different.
I never really choose to go with a medium rare. I'll usually do a medium. Especially if I go out, I always say medium because when they try to do a medium, they always make it a medium rare. So, yeah, yeah.
Who am I to judge? The most powerful men in the planet love well-done steak. Look, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and
That's
I'm gonna put
ridiculous.
that one on
F.
F tier. And that's
F.
because Z tier doesn't exist. Next, we got President Eisenhower. He loved golf so much, he banished all the squirrels to make sure that his golf
I would have said just no. I would have made a new tier and it would be just no.
did not get messed up. It was ruining his putting green, and his favorite dish was $1 Million Fudge.
This one will eliminate everyone's sweet craving. First, into a pot, you want to throw in a generous amount of sugar, followed by butter, and
Holy.
also a whole can of evaporated milk. Now, the
There's
key
some
is to stir
diabetes
this
there.
and let it melt nice and slow. It's gonna take some time, and the smell that is coming out of this thing is amazing. Now, into a separate bowl, I threw in some
Fudge is very hit or miss with me because like there's been times where I've had really good fudge and there's probably actually the majority of the time where like the fudge has not been good and I just stopped eating it.
pecans, followed by chocolate chips, some marshmallow cream, and the mix we previously made. Now you wanna combine
Holy.
all of these ingredients together, and most importantly, melt that chocolate. Once it is nicely melted, you want to pour the whole thing into a baking sheet. Just make sure you have some parchment paper down. If not, it's just not going to be as easy. Now add some pecans on top and let the whole thing set. As once it's nice and firm, all you gotta do is cut it up and serve. And this is what you're left with. $1 Million Fudge. If you have a sweet
Dang.
tooth, this will make you very happy.
It's a plate of doo-doo.
That does not look appetizing at all.
It smells actually really good though. There's nothing more to do it than to do it, huh? Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, that money.
It's so chocolatey. It is very chocolatey.
Oh my god. I completely disagree.
Yeah, you'd lose me there. I don't do chocolate. I don't do chocolate and I don't do cake.
This is amazing.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
If I needed something sweet,
Well, that's a lie. I do have chocolate when it's mixed with something else, like a peanut butter. So like Reese's is like one of my favorite things, or like Snickers bar, anything that's like chocolate, but like there's something to offset the chocolate.
this is what I'm gonna eat. Nah, bro, I don't like. The thing is, I don't like sweets. I like salt. I like salty food.
Kit
so
Kat's
this to
another
me
one.
is not my thing.
Leo doesn't like sweet, but it's not one of those sweets where it's repugnant. It's enjoyable.
Because his favorite food was a dessert, I don't think he was the healthiest guy or had the best taste either, to be honest.
I think he had great taste.
Look, in all
Damn.
fairness, I am not a pastry chef. I don't cook a lot of sweets, so yes, it looked a little sus.
Cucula.
But it tasted good, that's all that matters, and it's going on B tier. Next, we got President John F.
Dang.
Kennedy, the youngest president ever elected, and also the richest at that time, because now we got President Trump. But President JFK had
Fair.
a very interesting palate.
This might not be popular with most people, but if you do it right, it is quite delicious. You first want to start with a generous amount
Quite
of butter.
delicious.
Let that melt nice and slow, then immediately throw in some celery, followed by onions. Cook that up just for a little bit, as you don't want anything to brown, so go ahead and add some all-purpose flour. After stirring it, you want to throw in some cold milk. You want to mix it well, and you don't want to let anything get stuck on the bottom. Then throw in some clam juice and keep mixing. It
Ew.
will start thickening up on you real quick.
You lost me.
For the seasoning, I went with some salt and pepper. And as you mix, now is the time for you to get the consistency that you want. You do that by adjusting the amount of milk. Add little by little. Once you brought it to a simmer, then you want to throw in some potatoes. Right towards the end, you want to throw in your fish. As now, since the chowder is so hot, it will fully cook the fish. And this is President John F. Kennedy's favorite dish. Since it's not a very popular dish, I wonder where it's going to rank.
I'm excited. I love this stuff.
You're excited?
I'm excited.
Well, at least
Fish
that's one
hater.
of us that's excited, you know?
Enough talking. Cheers.
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 No, that's the good stuff right there. Well, this is fire.
That was actually freaking delicious. I like how savory it is.
By the way, this is not clam chowder. This is more in the fish section, probably cod or tilapia of some sort.
It does have a strong fish flavor though.
Strong, yeah.
And super creamy with all the little veggies inside.
What do you think, Angel?
This is not my thing at all. I would not eat this
Facts.
here or there. I would not eat this anywhere, like green eggs and ham. This is not it for me. I'm trying to keep it PG, but
No,
F
I
tier.
mess with this. This is fire.
you like that?
No, this is really good.
Yo! You're double dipping.
Hey, no double dipping, but the fish chowder was pretty good, and for that reason, it's gonna go on B tier. Next up, we got President Lyndon B. Johnson. His dish is right up my alley.
And we start off with good old ribeyes. These are choice grade and have great marbling on them.
It's okay. Ribeyes are all right. I've moved away from fatty meats, so I don't really eat a ribeye much. Um, but occasionally I will get one if I'm like at a restaurant or something, and there's nothing else there that's like really sounds good to me.
For the flour, you want to make sure that it is seasoned properly. I like to go with black pepper, garlic powder, and salt. Mix it up real good and it is now ready. Now into a bowl, throw in some buttermilk. Then let your steak soak right in there. The longer you leave your steak in there, the more it will tenderize.
It would make his videos a lot easier for him if he would just get some Kinder's the blend, which is literally what he's doing for like all these dishes. You just get some Kinder's the blend, throw it on there, done.
Hey, give it about 30 minutes. That's good enough, especially for ribeyes. As once that's done, you want to pass it to the breading process. First into the seasoned flour, followed by the egg
I guess so.
wash
If you
and
want to be
breadcrumbs.
extra
Make sure
accurate,
to coat
then
this thing
probably
nicely, as
I guess
then
you do
throw
it
into a
individually.
350 degrees Fahrenheit oil. Let it fully cooked and get a nice golden brown
That's
color.
crazy.
Yeah, and serve it with some mashed potato and that beautiful steak that was just cooked. Of course, followed by some gravy. I really have a feeling that this one will rank quite high, but let's see.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh yeah.
That boy Mr. Johnson knows a thing or two.
Lyndon be eating real good.
The crust on the steak is incredibly delicious. It's crunchy. It's a really nice compliment to the super tender
Yeah,
meat
country
inside.
fried
It's amazing.
steak is so good.
This is real good.
Of course it is good, everybody. What did you expect? Chicken fried steak. I mean, one of my favorite things.
Chicken fried steak? Am I thinking of the wrong thing, or is it the same thing with a different name? No, country fried steak. No, it's exactly what I'm thinking of. Okay. Okay, so it's just a different way to say it. All right, well, we say country fried steak over here.
And it is amazing. And for that reason, can you see the excitement? It's
It is
gonna
good.
go
Country
on
fried steak.
God tier. Yep, a new tier
Oh,
was
he made a
created
new
just
tier?
for this one. Next, President
Fair,
Richard Nixon.
fair.
He welcomed the historic moon landing crew. And
For simplicity, I'm going to keep the regular tiers that he set up in the beginning, and I'm going to give it an S tier.
most importantly, made the biggest dinner in White House history to welcome home
Holy.
American war prisoners. I'm not quite sure
Oh,
what they
that's cool.
serve on that dinner, as I really hope is not what you are about to see.
This is as simple as it gets to make. Because you first
Ew.
need some cottage cheese. But then
Already
things
lost
get
me.
really awkward,
Cottage
as
cheese
right
is
on top
gross.
goes some ketchup. Oh,
Ew.
yes. I mean, I've heard of cottage cheese and honey, but cottage cheese and ketchup? Oh boy. President Nixon, what is this all
God
about?
damn.
Richard Nixon. Let's see what he likes.
Oh, no.
What the
What is that?
Baby vomit with ketchup.
Does not
No.
look appetizing whatsoever, guys.
What is this,
These
bro?
poor guys,
Ooh,
man.
It's clumpy. Is this some type of cheese or something?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Oh, God. It just makes my skin crawl, dude.
No.
No.
For real? It's
No.
so strange.
No.
The first thing you get is that bite of sweetness from the ketchup, and then that cottage cheese flavor comes in after. Weird at first, but kind of not that bad.
I will say it's not as bad as that every meat Wellington that we ate, but it's pretty bad. I
Oof.
wouldn't recommend. You can tell he grew up in the Great Depression because that is some depressing food.
Damn, bro. Jesus.
David is ruthless. Wow. Oof. But I understand this one has no choice but
Yep,
to go on
easy F.
F tier. Next up, we got President Gerald Ford. He could have played in the NFL, and it makes sense because his favorite dish is full of protein.
Now for a pot roast, you gotta start first with the beef. You
Ah,
don't need something expensive, as it's gonna cook for
I'm not really crazy about pot roast, stew, soup, chili, anything like that. I mean, a thick chili I'm okay with, but for the most part, I don't like anything with a soupy, fucking watery consistency. I'm a much more sauce guy. I like sauce, thick sauces. Yes. Other shit, no.
quite some time. Season it with salt, pepper, but also throw in some flour. Oh yes, as once you're getting a nice crust on the pan, it will help thicken up your pot roast. And of course, as you're cooking your vegetables, make sure to deglaze that pan using a good quality wine. As if you're gonna make your pot roast at home, you wanna make sure that it's nice and flavorful. As in the end, you should be having something like this. More meat than vegetables. We all know that's a
True.
lot better. I have a feeling this one is gonna do quite well. I mean, take a look at it.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Everything is so soft. The meat, the potatoes.
The flavor is so strong. You could taste everything in here. It's so good.
The meat, the potatoes are slathered in that sauce. That's such a nice, delicious coat.
So this is one of those things like, if it's served to me, I'll eat it to not be disrespectful. So I can't put it in like F tier because like F tier is like shit. Like if you brought it out to me, I would instantly tell you I'm not eating this. But this, I would eat it. I would eat it. I wouldn't be happy, but I would eat it out of respect for the work you put in.
Coating of oil and flavor that make this thing taste freaking delicious, bro. Wow.
Feels like one of your parents made this for you on a cold day, you know?
Yep,
True.
it's like a nice home meal. I'm gonna put this one on B tier. Next, President Jimmy Carter. He
It's a
won
D tier
3
for me.
Grammy Awards, and he was the first president to ever be on Saturday Night Live. And his dish is real Southern.
This one can be a hit or miss
Dude, Saturday Night Live fell off too, man. This shit was bad.
depending who you ask. But to make it, it's quite simple. You first start with a generous
What the
amount
fuck?
of milk, followed by some cheese. Mix everything well until the cheese is fully dissolved, as then you want to throw in your grits. You want to go ahead and cook it fully. As once that's done, that's all there is to it. Grits, President Jimmy Carter's favorite food. Make sure you add a tiny bit of butter on top. As once it's melted, it is magical. Like I said, usually this is a hit or miss.
Cheers.
Yep, texture. Flavor's good, texture's not. It's like soggy sand.
Doesn't taste like nothing. This tasted like just the butter on top.
We gotta do this. We gotta eat grits the right way.
Tapioca
Hot sauce.
pudding.
It's creamy, it's butter,
Hot sauce.
but it's not good.
I will say it's weird that's a little bit creamy. My grits aren't usually this creamy, milky. I don't know what to call it, but it's alright.
You know, I understand it's not popular with everyone. I enjoyed it, but since not many people do, it's gonna go on D tier. Next, we got
Nah, F
President
tier.
Ronald Reagan, and this one is gonna
Too generous.
definitely shock you because it shocked me.
As this is his favorite food, jelly beans. There's not a lot of cooking involved. Actually, there's no cooking at all. And his favorite flavor was this one, licorice.
Oh. I actually don't mind black licorice. I was on the hype train with everybody else when I was a kid, and I thought that black licorice was not the superior licorice. And I'm not saying it is now, but it's not to be hated on as much as the old stuff is. But nowadays, you can't even get black licorice in a lot of places. They just don't sell it anymore because it just didn't sell. It's a very big like old head fucking thing that like people used to like the black licorice taste. It's grown on me. I can eat it. I don't have any problem with it.
I'm not quite sure where this one is gonna rank, but let's find out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I wish you would have did a reveal for this
I
one.
got strawberry, so I'm good.
Got strawberry?
Yeah.
For them to be your favorite dish is a little bit weird. There's not much to say here, guys. It's candy, it's jelly beans. Everyone.
This was me like when I was like 22. When I was 22, Mike and Ike's were like my life. I would never go anywhere without like a little like $1 box of Mike and Ike's. And I would literally I would I would suck on them until all the coating was gone. And then like I remember the first time that I literally just sucked on them and then I pulled one out and it was a just clear gel tablet of just pure sugar. And eventually I did stop it because, like, obviously, I'm destroying my mouth. Fucking, this whole thing is gonna be taken out of context. I'm done.
Everyone's tried it. There's a bunch of different flavors. Unfortunately, there's no steak flavored jelly bean here.
That
would
would
have
be
been
disgusting.
Steak
I got the next
flavored?
Google Foods idea coming right up.
No.
What?
No.
It's like
that's
bacon
gonna be
flavored.
so bad.
No. We're not doing experiments with jelly beans. This one deserves to go on F tier.
I mean, if you're going just this, just a black licorice flavored jelly bean, I prefer it over this. Well, what do I have in D? I have the pot roast. I would definitely take those over the pot roast, so I think I have to put it in C. But if we're talking like any jelly beans ever, like just getting a assorted bag, uh, I'll probably bump it up to B.
Now, President George Bush. His is actually kind of different.
You first want to start with a good quality chicharrón, also known as pork rinds. But you're not going to have it by
Oh,
itself. You got to throw in a generous
already
amount
interested.
of hot sauce. Oh, yes.
Hot
Now,
sauce and
this
pork
is
rinds?
my kind of snack. Because
Hey.
President George Bush would devour this like there's no tomorrow.
Cheers. That is spicy.
That is very spicy.
I like it.
W
It's bad.
take.
I like pork rinds. I like hot sauce, but I think it's too spicy for it.
I can't taste any pork in there. I taste
No, it's just pure hot
spicy.
sauce.
Yeah.
Hey, to me, it tastes great. Still got a little bit of
I feel like it really depends on the hot sauce you choose, I guess. Because there's definitely milder hot sauces. There's a brand that I absolutely love. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll get it for you guys. Hold on. Quick cameo alert. This hot sauce. This here. Melinda's. Best hot sauce. They have all different like heat levels. So like you look up here. Right there's your different heat levels. This one is it's hard to tell on the camera because it's just it's a level 2. It's a level 2. The black truffle's not very hot, but it is very flavorful, very good.
that pork and some of that hot sauce. It screams Texas to me, and I'm all
I don't
for
go
it.
anywhere
I
without my
100%
Melinda's.
agree. One of my
Nowhere.
favorite snacks, everybody. I'm putting it on C tier. Next, President.
Hold up. C tier for those?
And I'm all for it.
I 100% agree. One of my favorite
I feel like this is very dependent. So, eh, yeah, I'd be okay with C tier.
snacks, everybody. I'm putting it on C tier. Next, President Bill Clinton. And he loves his women. Yes, he does.
Actually, I'll move it up to B. I'll move it up to B.
Like Chef Rush said in the beginning of this video, everyone loves a good burger. But Bill
Facts.
Clinton liked his a little bit spicy, with some jalapeno. Oh, yes, he did.
Ooh.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Because let's be honest,
Jalapeno
a
burger.
burger will always beat other weird things presidents eat. And this one seemed a lot more normal to me.
Cheers. I'm very happy with this. From some of the other random crazy things that we've tried, this is like a nice, pleasant surprise. It tastes
See, that's just too much cooking, though. I get that, like, it's still
Cheers.
very juicy and shit.
I'm very happy with this. From some of the other random crazy things that we've tried, this is like a
I like a little bit of pink in my burger. Like, you can see there's a little bit of pink here. But for the most part, it's all gray and dead looking. Still very moist, very flavorful. But I'm just not, yeah, I can't get behind that, bro. I need some pink. I need some pink action, bro.
nice, pleasant surprise. It tastes good. Tastes like a good burger with some jalapenos. Not too hot. This is freaking delicious.
Yeah, out of most of the favorite foods we've seen today, this is one of the more acceptable ones.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. With the jalapeno, it's not too spicy. A cheeseburger with jalapenos, not too bad. Better than jelly beans.
Can't believe you guys had jelly bean.
Yeah, man. I guess that's good for burgers, but hey, like Bill, we're out of here early, man.
Look, if you can't take a joke, I don't know what to tell you because we're just joking around. But this burger is going to go on B tier. Next,
No, easy S tier for me.
President George W. Bush. He loved pizza, but not any kind of pizza.
This one is straight to the point.
Already S tier. I don't need to see anything else.
After adding some tomato sauce, you want to go with mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Instead of adding cooked hamburger, I just added some pieces of ground beef. Now a few pieces of pickles on top, and into the oven it goes. As in the end, check it out. We're left with cheeseburger pizza. Italians look away now. Even though this is not Italian approved, it is approved by President Bush.
Cheers. Cheers. It's not bad.
Definitely unique.
Very cheesy. Pickle has a nice little acidity to it. It's not bad.
It tastes exactly how it sounds. A burger on a pizza.
Super greasy as well.
Oh yeah.
I think the only thing that's off is that it still has tomato sauce on it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing throwing me off.
Italians might not approve, but this one is going on B tier. Now, President Barack Obama. Maybe
Easy
the
S tier.
healthiest president. And he loved
Obama.
broccoli. Who likes broccoli?
Me.
However, he also enjoyed nachos.
Broccoli salad is like the only salad that I'll eat.
My favorite kind of nachos is loaded nachos. And you definitely
And the only
wanna have
salad I
some
know how to make.
beans, followed by pico de gallo. You can't have nachos without cheese sauce. A
Or I
generous
care to
amount,
make,
some
I guess, is
jalapeno
better.
slices for flavor and spiciness.
Oh,
and
man.
of course, guacamole. Now, even though he also loved broccoli, I have a feeling this one is a lot better than that.
Ooh.
What?
Oh.
Who the hell stuck the broccoli to the nachos?
Brock.
I guess let's try this broccoli.
Ba-dum.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh god. Nachos great. Broccoli. No bueno.
Nachos good. That
How do you
meat
not
is
like
a bit
broccoli,
spicy.
though?
I don't know if it's the meat or the cheese. Something in there is kicking right now.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a little bit of the cheese, but then you got the freshness of the guac to like mellow everything down. And then you got a little bit of jalapenos on it. It's amazing. Keep broccoli away from nachos.
The next president approves this message.
And he's going to approve it because nachos are going to go on A tier and broccoli
S tier.
on F tier. Next,
Broccoli
President
S tier.
Donald Trump, the wealthiest president in U.S.
I used to hate broccoli. Hate it. Now, I don't go without it.
history. And he's just like you and me because
President Trump loves fast food, including
Hell
Diet
yeah.
Coke, pizza, and of course McDonald's. From the good old Filet-O-Fish to
Most
the Big
American
Mac,
president
he likes
right
it
here.
all. And of course, we can't forget about pizza.
Look at
and there's
that.
nothing wrong with that. He
Looks
just
like
really
ass,
enjoys
though.
fast
Domino's has never been good to me. Diet Coke, W. I drink Diet Coke. It's pretty good. Can't remember the last time I've had McDonald's. I guess I'll skip that because the last time I went and got a dirty burger, I got it from Burger King. Because, like, so it's so sad. Like, nowadays, you can go to Burger King, pay the same price as McDonald's, but get, like, triple the meat. It's ridiculous.
fast food. I'm wondering where this one is going to rank on our tier list.
Like he says, I'm the healthiest president that ever been. I am the pinnacle of health.
I guess just grab whatever you want. I kind of want a pizza.
Pass me that Big Mac, brother.
There we go.
And then we get to wash it down with a DC. Listen, listen, listen.
I'm about to give you guys a public service announcement. Cheers.
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 USA. USA.
Everyone watching
I really want Papa John's right now.
this video knows what this stuff tastes like. You know what a Big Mac, a Filet-O-Fish, and what is this? Domino's pizza tastes like? It's freaking
True.
good. It's freaking greasy, and it's not good for you. But
S tier.
that's why you have the Diet Coke.
USA. USA.
I'll be honest with you, fast food is not the healthiest, but sometimes it just hits different, and we all love it.
Oh,
I don't
man. Let me tell you something. Fast food, like, if you have fast food all the time, you probably hate fast food. But if you're somebody like me who, like, has it, like, every couple of weeks or so, oh my God. Every time you get it, it just fucking bangs, dude.
care what anyone says. I'm putting it on A tier. Next,
S
we
tier.
got President Joe Biden, and some of his staff says
Sleepy
that
Joe.
he has a taste of a 5-year-old. He said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I eat a lot of ice cream.
Specifically,
W. It's probably the only thing I've liked about Biden in the past 4 years.
he loved this one, vanilla chocolate chip. Now, I love ice cream too, and I think everyone in the planet does. However, it is not my favorite food.
I could eat so much ice cream. It's not even a funny, bro.
Much rather a steak. But since ice cream is extremely popular, the question is, where is this one gonna rank on our tier list?
Next up, Joe Biden.
Oh.
Chocolate chip, baby.
Now I
don't
want a
know
Blizzard
what I
too.
expected,
Fuck.
But
Cheers.
cheers.
It's actually a pretty good flavor too.
That is pretty good.
This is fire.
Yeah, I'm a cookie dough kind of guy, but this will do.
I mean, all in all, it's ice cream. You got the sweetness of the vanilla and then the chocolate chips. That's
Yeah.
If you made it this far in the video, comment down below what your favorite Blizzard flavor is.
For the crunch.
I probably should have taken a lactate before this.
This is tasty as hell. I don't even want to keep talking.
Yeah, this is actually really good. We actually have the tub. I want the tub.
Everybody loves ice cream. It might not be my #1 choice as favorite food, but I'll put it on A tier, as it's
True.
loved by everyone. And this is my tier list. And of course, the God level was a steak. Were you surprised?
Fair. Biased, but fair. Yeah, good video. I love that shit. Make sure you go to hold on. Google Foods. Go to Google Foods and subscribe, like their video, subscribe to me, subscribe to yourself. Most importantly, self-love is important these days, people. And another nice long food video. So show me some love if you want to see more of this, okay? Okay? Boy.